Ever had that gut punch feeling? You share a brilliant idea in a meeting, maybe a casual chat, or even an email. Then, a week later, a colleague presents it as their own, or your manager praises someone else for your strategic insight. It's frustrating, demotivating, and frankly, a common workplace grievance. This isn't just about ego, it's about your career trajectory, your reputation, and your mental well-being. Today, we're cutting through the noise. We're giving you the sharp, practical tools to reclaim your stolen credit and proactively protect your intellectual contributions. Idea theft isn't just a minor annoyance, it's a significant barrier to career progression and a major source of workplace resentment. We've all seen it: a colleague borrows your concept, a manager overlooks the original source, or a brilliant suggestion gets attributed to the loudest voice in the room. The problem is compounded by the fact that many organizations lack clear, formal processes for idea submission, tracking, and recognition. This creates a vacuum where power dynamics and visibility often trump genuine innovation. When your original contributions go unacknowledged, it leads to demotivation, disengagement, and a sense of being undervalued. The stakes are high: stalled career progression, a damaged reputation, missed income opportunities, and significant mental health strain. Today, we're assuming you genuinely originated the idea, that the credit was taken, intentionally or not, and you're ready to act strategically, not just vent. The credit conundrum describes the systemic challenge of ensuring fair attribution in a dynamic, often informal, workplace. It's not always malicious, sometimes it's an oversight, a poor memory, or simply a manager rewarding the most recent or loudest presentation. But the impact on you is the same: your contribution is invisible. This pattern thrives where documentation is weak, and where managers are too busy to trace the genesis of every good idea. The core risk here isn't just a bruised ego, it's being perceived as less innovative, losing credibility, and ultimately, stalling your career because your strategic thinking isn't being recognized where it counts. Document, document, document. Before you even share an idea, create a digital footprint. Email yourself the concept, put it in a shared document with a timestamp, or log it in a project management tool. Include key details, potential impacts, and next steps. Make it a habit. This isn't about being paranoid, it's about creating an undeniable record of your intellectual property. The gentle query, colleague level. If a colleague takes credit, your first move should be a private, non-confrontational conversation. Assume good intent initially. Frame it as seeking clarification or ensuring accuracy. This gives them an opportunity to correct the oversight without being put on the defensive. Choose a neutral setting, not in front of others. Strategic escalation, manager level. If the gentle query doesn't resolve it, or if the credit theft is blatant, it's time to involve your manager. Schedule a private meeting. Present the facts calmly, backed by your documentation. Step 1. Focus on the impact on team morale, fair play, and your ability to contribute effectively, rather than just personal grievance. State what you want: recognition, clarification, or a process improvement. Future-proof your contributions. Moving forward, proactively position yourself as the idea generator. When you share ideas, do so publicly where possible, in team meetings, on shared platforms, or in emails to relevant stakeholders. Clearly state, "My proposal for X is," or "building on my initial concept, I've developed." This establishes ownership and makes it harder for others to appropriate your work without clear attribution. When to say this: addressing the colleague directly, privately, after they've taken credit. You can say, "Hey, colleague's name, I noticed you presented idea X in the meeting. That's great. I remember sharing a very similar concept with you/the team back on, date, in, context, e.g., our brainstorming session/that email thread. Could you clarify how you're positioning it, or if there's a way to acknowledge the initial groundwork?" When to say this: informing your manager about the situation, after attempting to speak with the colleague or if the situation is clear-cut. You can say, "Hi, manager's name, regarding, colleague's name, S presentation on, idea X, I wanted to provide some context. I've been developing a similar approach and actually outlined key aspect 1 and key aspect 2 in email/document on date. I'm excited about the idea's potential and want to ensure proper attribution for contributions, as I believe it strengthens team morale and innovation." When to say this: proactively presenting your ideas to a group or manager to establish clear ownership from the outset. You can say, "Building on the discussions around problem/opportunity, I've developed a detailed proposal for your idea. I've documented the initial concept in location, e.g., this shared drive folder/a draft document, since date. I'd like to walk you through the key phases and expected outcomes." Mistake number 1. Confronting the colleague in a public forum, like a team meeting or an open office. This immediately puts them on the defensive, makes you look unprofessional and emotional, and can damage your reputation as a team player. It rarely leads to a positive resolution and often backfires. Mistake number 2. Waiting too long to address the issue. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes to recall specific details, gather evidence, and make a credible claim. The idea might become fully integrated into a project under someone else's name, making it almost impossible to reattribute without significant disruption. Mistake number 3. Approaching the conversation with anger, frustration, or a sense of personal betrayal. While these feelings are valid, expressing them directly undermines your credibility. Stick to the facts, the dates, the documentation. An emotional outburst shifts the focus from the issue of attribution to your reaction, making you seem less objective. Mistake number 4. Immediately assuming the colleague intentionally stole your idea. While it happens, sometimes it's an oversight, poor memory, or genuine misunderstanding. Starting with an assumption of malice closes the door to a simple clarification or apology, and can unnecessarily escalate a situation that could have been resolved amicably. Protecting your ideas isn't just about getting credit, it's about safeguarding your career, maintaining your professional reputation, and ensuring your mental well-being in the workplace. By being proactive with documentation, strategic in your communication, and firm in your boundaries, you empower yourself to navigate the often murky waters of office politics. Don't let your valuable contributions be invisible. Take these steps to ensure your genius is recognized and rewarded. If you found this guide practical and helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more sharp workplace insights, and share it with a colleague who needs to reclaim their credit. Until next time, stay strategic.